Cuando llegan las horas de la tarde que me encuentro tan solo y muy lejos de ti, me provoca volver a los guayabales y aquellos sabanales donde te conocí.
If you're looking to buy or sell a home or even a horse farm, call me, Amy Watkins with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Stauffer Realty, and I'll be with you every step of the way.
Cuando llegan las horas de la tarde que me encuentro tan solo y muy lejos de ti, me provoca volver a los guayabales.
Why are you making faces at my new song?
I don't know what that is. I'm just a little confused.
Why did that just pop up? Lucas dared me to put it on there, right, Lucas?
Yeah, so my friend,
Where did you get that? What?
My friend sent it to me, and then I showed it to my
One more
dad.
time. One more time. You don't like it?
Huh, I like our old song better, but that is something. That is definitely something.
All right, tonight on the show. Thanks, Lucas. That was great. Great.
Good job, Lucas.
He's literally been excited for that all day. We got Trent on. Should we bring our boy Trent on?
Yeah. Well, can we talk about this month's sponsors though?
Yeah, real fast. Go ahead.
So first, sponsors Amy Watkins. As you can see, we played her advertisement for you, and then also we have Valley Insurance, our usual sponsor of the month. So they're there too if you need a home or auto insurance quote. Give them a call; they'll take care of you. So from there, let's move on to Trent Conaway, Mr. Trent Conaway, mayor of East Palestine, Ohio. Come on.
Hey, how are we?
Oh,
good. Mayor Conway, how's the EP holding up down there, big guy?
We're getting better by the day. Still a lot of issues down here, but we're holding our own, I think.
What? I mean, let's talk a little bit just for the people joining us here. So, if you lived under a rock, East Palestine had a train wreck derailment, whatever it was, February 3rd?
Yep.
Oh, I can't really remember that date. Holy crap. February 3rd. And it was like your guys' world got completely turned upside down.
Yep. And inside out.
And inside out. And then once again, over and over, we could use some, if my kid wasn't in the other room, I'd freaking say some worse things than that. But,
Right.
So we followed that whole thing the entire time. You came on while you were in the middle of it. Actually, one time, remember that, Isaac, when he came on the show for like 10 minutes here. So all right, real fast. Hold on, Trent.
Okay.
People in the comments, I'm gonna warn you now. Okay, everybody, listen. I'm gonna put on my dad voice. I'm gonna warn you now. Trent is our guest. He is here to talk about things. You might have disagreements with him. You might have disagreements with the way things are being said. Questions are good. Rude assholes will be eliminated from the podcast immediately. Do you hear me, people? Yes, Kim. Oh, there's our sponsor right there. Dude, does everybody get it? All right, good talk. Don't start in the comments because I will block you from the face of the earth.
Tim, if you could, while you're here, Tim, give us a like down below. Go like this podcast. Really appreciate it.
Sorry, Tim. Sorry, Trent. I had to get that out of the way. So
Trent, when did you become mayor of East Palestine, Ohio?
It was either the 1st or 2nd of January of 2020. I forget the exact date. I guess.
So you've been 3 years, basically 3 years of being a mayor, and then this happens. Do you remember who did you run against somebody, or was it like hey?
There was nobody to run against. The previous mayor had resigned, and we had a councilman doing it for like 2 years, and he had.
And then you were just like, yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Yeah.
What the hell could happen?
Typical person, bitching about what was going on with the administration we had, and we had a village manager at the time that I disagreed with some of the stuff he was doing, and so I said I'm going to run for mayor and try to change it. So
there weren't exactly a load of people lining up to be mayor of East Palestine, Ohio.
No,
because it's a part-time job too, right? You said that before.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's part-time. So part-time mayor then comes face to face with a train derailment in the middle of your town. And looking back, do you regret being mayor, like taking that position as a part-time, and now you have all this?
At any point we're like, boy, did I make a bad decision?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I don't regret. I have since day one. I've tried to do what's best for the village.
Yeah.
A lot of people disagree with some of the stuff we've done. I've taken a lot of heat, and been accused of a lot of things, and I could do without that. But
right,
I am amazed at some of the shit. Excuse my language. I was reading on Facebook about you, about the fire chief. I mean, and here's a fun fact: some of the people that are from East Palestine. A lot of the people that were accusing you guys of stuff weren't even from the area.
Yeah,
I mean, you got national attention, and it just like exploded.
Yes, sir. It's been a wild ride.
Right. So, now, and again, if you can't answer these questions, I want to get into it a little bit because there are things out there. And by the way, I don't know if you saw my post today. It's amazing to me that you've been on. You were like on all the news, right? Fox, CNN.
Yeah. All of them, pretty much all of them. So
we could definitely say you're now at a low point again because you're back on our show with us. You're back
rock bottom, my friend. Rock bottom.
Yeah. Couple like quick questions. So and again, this is just off the top of my head. Train wrecks. The decision to burn off the stuff. Who made that call?
So ultimately, according to the revised code of the state of Ohio, the fire, no matter what town you're in, the fire chief makes the call.
Really?
Yes. According to the
fire chief makes the call.
He is the last person to make, the decision. We were all in a room. There was, governors from both states. I was in there, members of the fire department. There was members of, hazmat teams from Beaver County. And I think there was a couple members from our hazmat team in there. Don't quote me on that. It was a crazy time. Norfolk Southern, and then there was some contractors from Norfolk Southern that have dealt with train derailments. I'm not saying scale in the past. They were all in the room. We all came to a decision, but it was ultimately, the fire chief's the one that said, go ahead and push the button. So,
my question would be, sitting in that room with all those people, was Norfolk Southern at any point, like trying to push the burn so that they could get back to operation as fast as possible? And
no, they weren't. Now, I can't say what their motive was behind whatever they did. All I'm saying, in that room, it was 100% about safety and what was happening. They told us that it was polymerizing, it was turning from basically a liquid to a like sublime state, like a slime. Then at the NTSB hearing, it came out that Oxy Vinyls, the owner of the car, doesn't think that it was coming out that way, or polymerizing. And then, the bottom line is, it comes down to, no matter what, somebody would have had to go in there. Like, they do a process called hot tapping.
Okay.
And if it's gassy, they use pretty much a big air drill I think they use water too to make sure there's no sparks, but they use an air drill, nothing electric.
Right.
And they hole in there, but if it's gas, then it could have blown up. So at the time, we were we were advised there's a possibility it could blow up. That's why we took the evacuation so serious. And I've been asked a bunch what I still gave my opinion, and has said, yeah, go ahead and blow them up. As of right now today, yeah, I probably would have said the same thing, because somebody would have had to went in there and do that. Was it the best decision? I don't know. We won't know. Till, years down the road. It was very hard, but they had a diagram of what would happen if the tank they call it a BLEVE, boiling liquid expanding. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
But a blow up. And if it would have devastated like a 3/4 mile area of the town.
So it would have been way worse than the actual the burn off, then, for sure.
Yeah. Well, because there'd be shrapnel, not just chemicals. And we could sort of control. It went a little later than we thought. There was going back and forth with Ohio and Pennsylvania in the room, and it was definitely a hard decision to make, and it went a little later than we wanted it to, but we did get it off.
So and Norfolk Southern was there after the wreck, helping you guys make the decisions, correct?
Yeah, they were in the room because it's their train. People who, I don't know if Oxy Vinyls was actually there, or the people that owned the car, somebody was in there. Like I said, it was it was a computer room at the school, and it was there was 40 or 50 people.
Yeah, that's just, dude. I feel like the stress of that decision is just like I couldn't imagine.
You got the mayor of Poland here that says no one could ever be prepared for what you were dealt. You did the best that you could in that situation. That's the mayor of Poland. So, correct. That's about the fire chief.
And the thing that I feel terrible for the people in East Palestine, right? I mean, that's awful. And I can imagine you and I, if that happened in Poland. Can you imagine us? I mean, we'd be going freaking bonkers.
Oh, dude.
And questioning everything.
Right.
But the bottom line it comes down to, Trent, and again, this is my opinion, is you guys had the information you had at the time. You had to make a decision, and it's almost like it's a no-win. If you don't burn it off, it explodes. Then everybody's saying, "Well, why didn't you do a burn off?" Right? I mean,
what's NTSB?
The National Transportation Safety Board. So it's the
NTSB says it was 100% preventable. What?
The train wreck. Okay, so the train wreck. What caused the wreck was a hot bearing.
Yes,
that one we do. Right.
They didn't have. There was either not enough, or they weren't properly working to alert. Now that they've went back, they have video camera footage all the way from a line.
Salem. Yeah.
Even farther than that. I mean, we've heard rumors, but I know officially from Alliance they had the film of this thing on fire, and Ring doorbell footage from a house in New Waterford. We got that right away.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing what you get off a Ring. You can see the explosion on a Ring. Now, granted, it's like behind the trees of one of the guys that I know in town, and I mean, he turned that over to the NTSB too. But yeah, it was a no-win situation.
Yeah,
it could have been prevented. And like, I did an interview with a Cleveland news station, and I said nobody was to blame. I didn't mean I meant Norfolk Southern's 100% to blame. I mean, I don't think it was a certain person. Like, I don't think you can't blame the engineer. You can't blame. I think it's a combined effort of everybody to blame
from the entire company. Yeah,
throughout
Is Norfolk Southern still involved? Are they still around? Still doing stuff?
Heavily involved. So a lot of
what what do they do now? What are they doing?
So they're doing the cleanup. As of last week, they have $803 million in the cleanup. They're pushing $1 billion for the cleanup.
Wow.
Good. And I don't even care. Like keep going. I hope it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I hope they have to spend more and more money.
I think don't quote me. It was either 10 or 18, and I know that's a huge difference. That's how much has been. I think it's 18 total, but like roughly 10 has been this general area of the village in like Unity Township. They've spent $10 million on what they call it a family assistance center.
Okay.
So, and then they want to redo our park. There's a number 25 million. I don't know where this number came out at. I haven't actually. So they want to redo the park. We're getting a lot of heat for that. I understand people's frustration, but there's a lot of rumors that like they think that the village just got a $50 million check, and like we can just everything we've got from Norfolk Southern, we send them a bill. So like the new fire truck, for example, we're getting a brand new fire truck, ladder truck, because ours was destroyed because of the chemicals.
Yeah.
So like they never gave us the money. We gave them a bill. They wrote a check to the place, and Friday me or the village manager, whoever's here, will hand the salesman a check for $2.1 million. That's how it goes. Like we don't have money. Like they never donated money to the village. They donated a little bit of money for a couple positions we created just for their salary, but it wasn't a gift. It was just a donation to the general fund because you legally can't accept money.
Okay.
So like Jeff Ruby Steakhouse and Luke Grimes, they came into town.
Yeah.
They donated $100. Well, people don't realize, or $100,000. People don't realize that they took the water filtration systems that they donated to out of that $100,000. So then they donated $20,000. What was left to the Chamber of Commerce, but there was a rumor that I pocketed the money. Well, like I legally cannot accept money, so that it's
right.
Annika Sorenstam and Mike McGee, best family ever. They came and went to the Lake Club and put on a big thing, and they donated $400,000. There's stuff all over Facebook that that was embezzled. Well, the United Way divvied all that money up. Like the village they didn't get anything from that. So I know people's frustrations. There's definitely people still getting sick in town.
Do you think there's definitely people getting sick? 100%.
Yeah. There's definitely people still getting ill. I think some people, their nerves are causing a little bit of it, but there's definitely illnesses. Like I'm not I always say, and people probably are sick of me here saying, there's always that kid that if you ate a peanut within 10 feet of them in high school, they'd pass out and they go into anaphylactic shock.
Right.
I definitely think people's immune systems, especially people that have immune compromised system, I think they're having issues. Luckily, my family and I haven't. Most of our neighbors haven't. There's a little eye irritation and stuff when the butyl acrylate was really bad in the creeks. That's died down. The creeks are still contaminated. They're definitely contaminated. There's wildlife coming back. There's fish. I was just down there the other day. We're doing a project replacing a bridge going into the park, and I saw the minnows swimming around, but then you can sort of see a sheen on and the reason they're telling me their sheen is still there is because they don't want to clean the creek till they're absolutely done up at the site, because there's still water that could seep down.
That makes sense. Seeping through.
I mean, you guys should come down and see this place. It's just, there's 2 million gallon tanks sitting out there.
Yeah.
They put in, then there's 6 150,000 gallon tanks. They put in a water filtration system that will process the water to almost drinking quality water. The reason it can't be drinking water is because they don't put fluoride, or I think it's chloride, but I know it's fluoride. I think the other one's chloride. That's the only reason it's drinking water quality. Like, and because it's killing them shipping the contaminated water off site. So
what, and as far as people getting sick down there, so what I'm noticing, again, I am not a medical doctor, but just from Isaac and I talk, we've had people on the show. We've talked to people. We've been very involved in this. it seems like some people are more, like you said, like the peanut allergy. Not to compare it, it's obviously worse because it is, I mean, it's chemicals.
Absolutely.
But I see what you're saying. It's more around the lines of some people are more susceptible to it than others, if that makes sense. Because Isaac, remember, we had those people we had residents on our podcast the one time.
Yeah. And like just being in the same room as them, I was like starting, my face was getting red. My eyes were getting like itchy and my nose was like running. It was weird, man. I can't say for certain that was because I was in the room with those people, but
you have like even the people that are getting sick are admitting one person in the house is sick, the other person isn't, or so on and so forth. Like it seems to be sporadic. Now, is anything being done for the people who are getting sick from Norfolk Southern or anything? Is there anything like, are they admitting that people are getting sick, or are they still denying that?
I don't think they were ever denied. Like Norfolk Southern sort of stayed away from the health issues, and the CDC was taking care of that, and the Department of Health, and it's all sort of just like went away. I've been working behind the scenes with them trying to get, people are really calling out my leadership because I don't go demonstrate, and I don't do that. I feel talking to somebody, in a normal tone of voice, you can get stuff done too.
Right.
There's a group of people, the Unity Council, and they have actually some good ideas. I agree with them on some, but I don't agree with some of the tactics they used as like how they demonstrated. But, I've always showed respect to them.
Yeah.
I've tried to be respectful for everybody because everybody's going through this, and everybody processes it differently. There's definitely people that still have PTSD. Definitely
sure.
like that, hear a train coming through town, and I feel for them. They're pushing to have like Medicare for everybody in town. I definitely think that should be on the table and an option that we could have a cancer cluster. We just don't know the testing. We have to look at the subject matter experts, and I've been relying on the Ohio EPA and the United States EPA for all my information, and that's the best I can. Everybody wants independent testing, but we have to have money to fund that, and they're saying, well, we should have Norfolk Southern do that. And, Norfolk Southern is doing testings with their contractors. And I understand why people
can't believe them.
But the US EPA and the Ohio EPA are getting the same numbers as them. The drinking water is still a hot topic issue. And there's 4 people testing that. And we have a guy in town who graduated a couple years after me, and his whole family lives here. He's raising his 2 young daughters, or his 2 young kids, and his wife. They moved back from the Columbus area, and I trust him. I've been drinking the water ever since. Now, if I had a well, I don't know if I'd be drinking the water. I'd be skeptical. I could definitely see, but
do you know of any contamination to the groundwater?
There's been some hits in the wells, like downstream. I know of that.
Yeah.
We don't have very many wells in town. There's a few because, most of us are municipal water systems. So everything comes from, our wells in town, and where the spill is. I don't think the chemicals can get there. We have some Century wells, where they do testing all the time. They're down there every day, and they do the testing. And if we see anything in there, then we know that, we could have an issue with ours, but we haven't seen anything. Ground just got broke today. We're putting these big scrubbers in. Norfolk Southern is paying for it. It's like, I think like $3.5–4 million, and they're a carbon filter. They're these huge carbon filters, and it's a backup to a backup, just in case if the water would go to shit. This would get the out of it.
Like a giant Brita filter.
Yeah, we're being very proactive. From a couple weeks after this, we decided that this is the way we need to go. The engineerings went really quick, and like I said, within 4 or 5 months we should be online there. And that's just a backup. How the water works is it was tested like tri-annually, unless there'd be a huge break or like a major repair. it's triannually. So every 3 years they would test it for all these VOCs, like the whole list. They test it daily, and then they test it, like once a year for so many, and then every 3 years they tested it for everything. They're doing that big, huge test now every week. So it's actually getting tested 150 times more than it was, because you figure, 52 weeks in a year, being tested, 156 times. I understand people's being nervous. But, all of us that are, in Village Hall and down here, we all live in town. So we're here. It's not like we're, people who live in Montana that are, but
Making
really
decisions,
in DC all the time. We're not like that. We're right here in town, So, everybody on council, the village manager, we all live in town. So I'm about 2 miles away, but I'm only 2 blocks from the tracks.
When's your reelection?
I have to have my paperwork in a couple weeks if I'm going to run. So,
Dude,
you gonna run?
Yeah, I don't want to. If you would have asked me before the derailment, I probably wouldn't have ran. It was just.
Now you're gonna run again just because you want to finish it through.
Yeah, I want to finish it through, and it'd be hard. The village manager, she's the finance director and the village manager. She's going to be leaving in February, retiring after 35 plus years working in town. So we're just, it's going to be, and we're looking. So we're going to be having a new village manager, a new village finance director, and yeah. So I'm just going to stay around and help.
Yeah. Is anybody running? Has anybody decided to run yet?
As of this afternoon, I don't think.
People in the comments that are bitching, step up.
Yeah, run for mayor.
Run for mayor. You guys all want to talk in the comments. Go ahead. Step up.
Yeah.
Our town is.
Jamie, step up. Jake, step up. You guys are all commenting like crazy over there. Step up. What do you need? Signatures? I mean, seriously, you guys
Trent,
don't want to freaking do that. I
have a question for you. Did Norfolk
run for mayor, Jamie?
Did
run
Norfolk
for mayor?
Did Norfolk Southern ever pay you anything?
No.
Are you a member of the what did they say? What's the group down the road from me, Isaac?
The Masons.
Yeah, are you a Mason?
Yeah, I've been a Mason for almost 15 years. I didn't just join after the wreck. I don't ever go to lodge. Just raising a family and stuff.
Isaac, did you see the pictures of people? There were somebody I don't know if you follow any of this stuff on Facebook.
No,
some of it's hysterical. They had you like a picture of you as a Freemason, and they're like, all of this happened because Trent's a Freemason. Like it was like, God, dude, it was some of the stuff. I'm like, oh my God, you freaking people.
Did anybody legally donate anything to you?
Nope.
Did you get a new car or anything?
No. Oh yeah, my brand new Dodge truck. You mean the Chevy truck? It's sitting right outside that I've had for over a year and a half or a year. When I left East Fairfield,
awfully close to that time period.
I left Fairfield Stone. I had a couple trailers I needed to pull, so I had to buy a new truck because I always had a company truck, and so yeah, I don't currently have a full-time job. I got relieved of my duties at my full-time job, and it was the best. I missed a bunch of work, and it wasn't a good fit for me with the place I went after I left the mine, and so that's East. No, I do not work for Norfolk Southern.
Okay,
you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
I would never shit where I eat. I think that's the term they use.
Trent, the thing that's absolutely crazy is it's like you're just a guy in a small town of East Palestine, part-time mayor, and then people expect, the high performance of like a politician who, has been mayor in these big, huge cities, and you just don't like, not trying to put you down at all, but like you just don't have the experience in any way, shape, or form to anticipate this and react in ways that you should, because who would expect you to? Now, I understand this is a massive thing, and a lot of people are affected by it. But it's like, how can you expect just a normal guy, part-time mayor, to do any better than what you did?
The fire chief too. Isn't he kind of new too?
Yeah, he got his year. It was like a month after the derailment. He had 1 year on the department.
I mean, again, I just I feel terrible for the people in East Palestine. I mean, we have tried to support them as much as possible. You know what I mean? But it's like, I think, and yes, Isaac and I have no room to talk because we hold everybody, like, leaders accountable, right? Isaac, would you agree with that? I mean, you've seen us, Trent. You've seen us call, like, the city of Youngstown right now. I'm pretty sure we're on a freaking hit list for them right now.
Right.
But it's like, you also have to look at it from these are just normal people trying to make huge decisions for their place where they grew up and live in. I mean, that is, dude, I don't know what do you like? I'm trying. I mean, I feel, I can't believe you guys got stuck with that. I mean, that's nuts.
And there was definitely mistakes made. Like the communication was horrible, like the first couple of weeks, but we weren't ready for this. Like, people would come in and they're asking, who's our public relations people? And, we didn't have anything like that. Or, who's the point of contact for interviews and stuff. We don't ever deal with that. Like, we get in, the fire chief or the police chief would get interviewed if there was a big fire or, something, but we just never had the type of people coming into town. And, I definitely see the point of everybody. I see the frustrations, and, the federal government sort of come in and just, I don't want to say take it over, but it's their baby now. We're still in the loop, and we're still active in the discussions, but
what about, so I mean, let's go back, because everybody's like back to the people in the comments are talking about it's the,
I can't see the comments because I'm on a computer. I can't.
You're probably better. So I guess the thing is with the people getting sick, right? That seems to be the main concern. It's not healthy where we live. It's not safe where we live. And as a mayor, we're not safe. Yeah. I mean, what are you hearing from the constituents, and what do the people want? Like I guess, there was a train wreck or a chemical spill. They want their houses bought. Like, I mean, I don't know. What are you hearing? Like,
the town's definitely divided.
I
think there's a large group that just want their house bought out and they want to leave town.
Right.
I don't know why Norfolk Southern hasn't, done something like that. They have said that people that want to leave, they're going to set up some kind of fund.
Mm-hmm.
Governor pushed for that, for both healthcare and like the property value. So if your house was worth $200,000 on, February 2nd, and you only sell it for 60, they're going to reimburse you the difference of the home. But it's hard to, how do you prove what your house is worth on? I mean, I know you guys would know more about this.
Yeah.
They're working on steps like that, but Norfolk Southern's, they're a little slow to the ball. And I've had some discussions, with some of the people at Norfolk saying, we need to get these started so these people that want to leave, can. They did have relocation where they would put you up in a hotel, but I think people are just getting sick of being in hotels. So
nobody wants to live in a hotel, right? Yeah.
They're going to start a cleaning system, or a cleaning thing where they're going to clean anybody who wanted their house cleaned in the village. They're going to come in and clean your house. And like the people who are displaced right now, they're number one on the list, and then they're going to work their way out and then into where they're cleaning up, because they think by the time they get there, then most of the dirt work will be done that they're taking out. So
yeah. What about the people who say you're like, did you do enough communication? Like, people are saying that you need to go out door to door and check on people, and I think they said something about like DC is checking on them. Do you think that you can be better at going and talking to people in the village? and seeing if they need anything from you. That's what I'm seeing comments on that, like communicating with them, going and talking to them, checking in on them, seeing if they're okay.
I probably could, up until a few weeks ago, and everybody says it's an excuse. I had a full-time job and 2 kids in sports, and a little busy to and doing all this and going to meetings. I know people are they don't want to hear that, but
right,
true. It's just life. I have been trying to get out more, but then people say, well, I'm not talking to the right people, and I hear, I've heard everything, and they want me to be vocal, and they want me to go down and protest and stuff like that, and that's just not me. I prefer to not if people call me and they need help, then I try to call whoever I need to try to get them help.
My next question would be like, if you're a renter and you're living in the village and you rent, would they pay you or the landlord to like buy your house? Like, how would that work if you're just a renter?
Yeah, it'd be the landlord.
Yeah, they don't know.
And we have like 1,700 houses in town. 560 are rentals.
Yeah, because I know a lot of East Palestine's rented out. So how would if I was a renter, I would just leave. But I know people are saying you don't have the money to just up and leave. But I don't think you should expect something unless it's affecting your health, obviously, from
the health aspect of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that is the only thing you'd be able to collect a check on.
Man, dude, this is we're not even. This is impossible. This is
right.
It's impossible.
At least 200 families still displaced. Man.
Yeah. Yep. There's 90. I know there's 96 homes that want cleaned outside of the 1 by 2 mile area. And then in the area there's a bunch that want cleans, and most of them that want cleaned are emptied still. So
by cleaned, what do they want?
It's not what you. So they're gonna come in and they're gonna dry wipe everything down and use HEPA vacs and vac everything up, because their testing is coming back saying there's nothing wrong with the homes, and that's where the big divide is.
And this is Norfolk Southern's testing saying there's nothing wrong with the homes. So they don't.
This is Norfolk Southern. This is the United States EPA testing these homes. They're in conjunction. Like they send people from both agencies, and they both test. And then when they did the first round of testing for people to come back in their homes, then we had to send a law enforcement officer with them too. And then there was somebody from the Department of Health, if they had a well, to check the well. And it's been crazy.
So this Hillary is saying they aren't testing indoor air qualities; they're testing outdoor air quality. Is that true? Like, are they just testing the out? Are they not going in the houses to test air quality?
Right now, everything's outdoor. They did assure us that anybody that is currently displaced, they are going to test before the people come back into the home.
Because it would make sense that during the event, and closer to the event, the house would get contaminated, and then over time the outside air quality would get better, and then the interior might still be.
And I don't want to say this.
I don't know though. I don't know.
The problem is, though, here's the problem. Here's what's going to happen, and you can call me an asshole or whatever else. Testing outside is not good enough. You're going to test inside. Then the people who are unhappy are going to say they didn't test it right, or these people are working for NSF, or these people are paid by NSF. And then they're going to do independent testing, and they're going to say the independent testing wasn't right. Like, I hate to say it like this, but it's just at some point, a lot of these people are never going to be happy. You know what I mean? And I feel terrible for them because their lives got flipped upside down because of train wrecked. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, there are always going to be people who just want a check. I don't want to say and they deserve a check because they got hit by 100%. Yeah. But again, it's like we could say all this stuff like but it's always going to be a freaking issue. I'm sorry.
What about like, are there on? I'm sure,
like that,
right?
Let me
ongoing.
Yeah, hold on, Isaac, real fast. Jamie says we'll be happy with true answers.
What true answers do you want, Jamie? What does that mean?
What true answers do you want?
Yeah, what does that mean specifically?
And the problem is true answers, Jamie, aren't always the answers you want to hear. That's the problem. See that? And that's the thing. Like,
I haven't filed a lawsuit. It's not so like. Are there? I guess that's a good question that I wanted to ask. Are there ongoing like lawsuits against Norfolk Southern from all of the people of East Palestine? Because that's what I would try and do. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I don't. What I've known, what I should say, what I know, there is a large. I don't know if it's majority. I don't know if I'm going to just say half, and I could be off there. So don't quote me on because I've tried to stay as far away from every lawyer as possible because they have a purpose, and I'm sure when this is all said and done, there's going to be lawsuits out the wazoo. But there's a class action lawsuit. There's a bunch of class action lawsuits, and they did something. I'm far from a lawyer. The judge combined everything. And now there's like just one there, and then there's I think a couple business owners have lawsuits against Norfolk Southern, but I try to stay as far away from that as possible. I think I've been subpoenaed on a couple, but I let my lawyer take care of all that. So
right. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm sure you lawyered up, right? I mean, you have to just to protect yourself.
Yeah,
man,
right now
I would run for the freaking hills if I was the mayor. Just knowing me, I would
run for re-election. I'll tell you that much with the crap. I mean, there's no way.
No, I would never run for re-election.
The thing that hurts is the thing that they're saying, me taking money and, like they gave out $1,000 to everybody in town as a inconvenience fee, which
dude,
that's so insulting.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
for that $1,000.
So we did get it for our kids, and we did get reimbursed for 3 or 4 air purifiers we put at the house. But that's it. I haven't got a dime from them. Me and my wife didn't take the $1,000 because we just want to be, we don't want to be accused of anything.
Yeah.
Like there's people that said they definitely had pictures of me taking the $100,000 check on YouTube. There was no check there. Luke Grimes. Like I love Yellowstone. I shook his hand. We went and had a cup of coffee. We took some.
Is that the guy with the jacket?
What?
That's Luke Grimes is the younger son.
He's like he's Casey. He's the one that was in
the younger son.
The blonde-haired one that was married to the Native American girl. Yeah.
Not Rip.
Not Rip. Rip's awesome.
Rip
came down, and we got to meet him, and they passed out stuff, and Mike and Annika, they are just the greatest people. They're the most down to earth people. Like she's the greatest golfer and the female golfer in the world. And,
yeah,
and she was so sweet, so nice. They were so caring, and I don't know. They tried to do good for the town, and I think they did. They donate a lot of money to youth sports, and it's just frustrating that I just didn't think people would ever accuse me of stuff like that. And I know I can sleep every night. I know I haven't done anything wrong. So I have no trouble sleeping. I can sleep, and especially better now than whenever I first started. So.
Reading the comments, the vibe I'm getting is I feel like people want more of the and what do you have to say to these people is I guess my question, but like I feel like people want more of the Trump, like in your face warrior fighting on the front lines, trying to absolutely destroy Norfolk Southern for destroying your town. And are you doing that, or like people want you to be more aggressive and you don't want to do that? Is that that's kind of the vibe I'm getting, right?
Okay, so here's the deal. If I'm a dickhead, they're not going to pay it. Right now, we're going to get our town back to where we were, and then we go after for what we want. Like
Yeah.
everybody's thinking, oh, I'm selling out for a $25 million park. I don't care if the park happens or not. I think it's a great opportunity for the town, but there's going to be, we need to worry about, the economic conditions in town and the people in town and, their health. But right now we have to get, all our departments whole. And, people don't want to hear that. And, we have worried, I pressed on them to make sure they only wanted to relocate people within the 1 mile area and not the whole village.
Right.
And I went and fought that they do the whole village, but then that got screwed up. And now there's people that are even out of the village that are, out of their homes and living in hotels or, not at their houses anymore. So, I have fought for the people. I might not have done it the way they want me to do it. I don't know. That's just not my style. That's not, that works. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And, I don't begrudge them, and they can do what they want. I've been respectful this whole time. There's a couple times people were disrespecting me and texting me at, very late at night, and, I'm trying to keep and have a job, and I'm getting text at 12:30 and 1 o'clock in the morning just to, so they get blocked from my personal phone. But I've never said people are lying, because I don't think they're lying. There's generally people sick here in town, and we've been working with the health departments and trying to get them answers. And there's a free clinic in town, and everybody said, "Oh, that Norfolk Southern bought that." They didn't. It's through the Ohio Department of Health. And
I guess I could see it though. I could see where the argument for them would be, listen, Norfolk Southern, what a bunch of assholes coming in here ruining our town, and then go after them. And then when they try and say, oh, nothing's getting settled because you're being a crazy person right now, Mr. Mayor. And you could say, no, you guys are assholes, so I'm being an asshole back until you fix our town. That's the argument you could make. And I understand that a little bit. I really do.
So I live in town. I chose to live in this town and raise my family here. And, other than whenever for 5 hours or 6 hours when they blew up the train, my family's been in town the whole time. So I'm not leaving town. I feel for these people. I disagree with some of the things they say, but I agree with a lot they say, I just don't agree with how they do it. And I'm not going to, not be myself and be true to myself and do something just because it's going to make somebody happy. I'm going to do what I think is best. And that's how I do stuff. And I know, I guess, both ways. Sometimes it works both ways.
Yeah. Absolutely. What about, so I'm seeing comments about mines. Are there mines that are, there's chemicals in the mines? Is that true?
There's a possibility. See, this is sort of a mining town. There's a lot of clay and coal. There's a big pottery town at one time, and between here and Negley. So yes, there's abandoned mines out there. The ODNR is well aware of it. Mapping's an issue because people just dig a mine. So, back in those days, some people had their own mine in their backyard, and they would sell the clay and use the coal to heat their home. So, it's hard to map that stuff. And as far as chemicals in the mine, I don't, all I know is they're doing a lot of testing. They're doing a lot of sampling where they're drilling down. There's drill rigs all over town. Looks like a little boom town, little rigs.
Let's say it gets into the mines, and from there, could it get into the groundwater and into the overall surrounding area of East Palestine and affect? I'm 10 miles away from East Palestine over here in South Range. Could I be drinking chemicals from the East Palestine?
I don't think water works that way.
I don't. Well, first of all, you're sort of uphill topographically.
Think about the river, dude. Think about the river.
So
it's all flowing downhill.
Yeah, but if it's in the ground though, isn't it all
No, that's definitely a concern, and that's why they continue.
Yeah, because I have a well out here in my property. Could I eventually be connected to East Palestine, that waterway, and then
it works that way?
yeah, I don't think it works that way. I think
It's like you're still downhill.
Listen, man. I'm a banker. I'm not a well guy. I'm just.
That's that's how I am. I have to rely on the subject matter experts to, tell me what's going on, and I know I have a lot more knowledge about chemicals more than I ever wanted. And
here, I think you should run again and speak your true self against the political avenues that are giving you pushback. There you go. That's from Renee, our friend over in Kent. That's from Canfield resident. Stay the course, Trent. Stay the course, buddy. Oh man. So what's next, man? You're gonna because you were on CNN and stuff, you're gonna run for you thinking maybe
presidential elections coming up, man. You could probably go for it.
No.
County commissioner, maybe any of those guys down there.
Possibly county commissioner, maybe at one point, but there's definitely in the future. There's going to be more state monies and more county monies coming in, so there definitely could be a run for county commissioner. But first,
do you like politics still? Do you like being mayor still? It's a tough question, isn't it? Sorry, man. I had to throw that one. Do you like it?
I love East Palestine, so yes.
That's meaningful. I love to hear that.
I like that.
I mean, this is my home. It's just it's like you guys, it's your home. You always come back home. I was raised in Palestine is, where I went to high school, and we chose to raise a family here. And when I was young, I moved around a lot until 1992. So for the first 12 years of my life, I moved around a lot. And, I graduated from Palestine, and I probably went to, 4 or 5 different elementary schools and elementary schools growing up. And, we moved up here when I was in the 7th grade, and I graduated from here. And I always promised my kids, we'd stay in one school system the entire time. And I got a senior and a freshman this year, so I've held my word at least one. Well, but no, I love this town. The mayor, as mayor, I've definitely had my trials. I had COVID. That was the first thing I dealt with as mayor, and now this, and I love this town. I really want it to be back to the way it was, where we all get. I mean, we were never perfect, but we are definitely divided right now, and I want to try to bring that back, but I'm not going to. I don't know how the proper way to say it is, go against my morals or go against the way I am, and change. I'm going to keep doing it the way I've done it, and
I respect that.
Yeah, I respect that 100%.
For the citizens, and I know there's a lot of people that aren't happy with me, but I can honestly say I've had their best intentions at heart this whole time. So
there you go, buddy. Well, we appreciate you coming on, man. We still owe you a beer or something. Still, we were meant to have you, and we were going to eat some food tonight, and I had you talk about kids and being busy. I have freaking soccer till 8:00, so there was no way I was able to get in there in time. So look, Stephanie says, stay strong there, Ken. Integrity is where it's at. There you go. Good luck, Trent. You got fans in here, man. Keep doing what you're doing, buddy. That's all you can do, man.
Yep. Well, as usual, it was nice to see you guys, and maybe at the 1 year mark or something, we'll come back on and do it.
We'll get you on. Yeah, let's do it at the 1 year mark. We'll get you back on, and we can go from there. So.
Good luck. Good luck in the upcoming election, and I mean, you might not even have it. You might just be in because nobody wants to do it. So that'll show the haters. Because
I'm sure somebody.
If I was you, I would be any haters. I'd be like, hey, run for run.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I would say to run. You guys don't like it? Run for mayor.
Hey, you should probably run. Yeah, since you live in the village and everything sucks, you should run. And then please take it. Please.
Yeah, seriously.
Take it.
All right, Trent, hang in there, man. We're here for you, buddy.
All right, take care, guys.
We'll see ya. All right, bye. Now that he's gone, seriously, people in the comments, run for mayor.
Right.
Run for mayor. I know you guys have been displaced. I know people.
Hillary, I wanted to say something when you said, hold on, Hillary says, where'd she say?
It's like,
where'd you say it, Hillary? Your career ends here. Hillary, it literally might not if nobody runs. So
run,
his career
Hillary,
doesn't
run.
end.
Did you get your
Yeah,
signature?
run
I
for election.
understand you guys are upset. I understand you're displaced. I understand you're mad. You are not attacking the right people.
Right. You're taking your aggression out.
Right.
You want him to be this warrior that fights against Norfolk Southern. I know what you want. You want him to be the crazy person that go in there, crack skulls, and piss people off. Run. You do that. If that's what you want to do, run for election and you go do that. See how far it gets you. Because
but I'm just telling you from a local. This isn't like a local. The problem is like if it was like a local issue, right, Isaac, where it's like the park's not getting fixed, or the roads are bad, or something's not happening. That's when you go after the mayor. That's when you go after city council. Okay,
right.
You cannot, when you're at something at this level involving a huge company like NSF. A huge the states, the government's involved. You need to be attacking those people. Do you understand that?
Yeah,
that's
it's tough though, because I get it, because it's like you're living in his town, you're living in the mayor's town, and it's your houses aren't safe, or you feel like your houses aren't safe, and the government can't provide you with independent testing that you want. But honestly, I don't think. If Trent doesn't want to, then tell us to
you need to and I know you guys already have. I'm not dumb. I know you guys have already gone to your state. You've already gone to your county. You need to be all over those people. Those are the ones that are going to make a difference, not a $2,000 a year mayor.
Yeah, and I don't think he said he can't do it because they don't have the funds to do all the independent testing that you want. Like, how is he supposed to do that?
The state does.
Right, the state should.
The federal does. Where the heck's the president? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the problem.
Yeah, but like I do at the same time.
Hillary, hold on, Hillary, you're starting to get on my nerves real fast. I'll come down there tomorrow, Hillary. I'll come down to your house tomorrow. But what am I going to do?
Right.
You're missing the point of this. I'll come down tomorrow. We'll sit in your house. Let's see if I get sick. But you're missing the point. I can't do anything either. You're going after the wrong people. God,
has a place. The part-time mayor has a place to help you.
God, it's so annoying. Like I understand you guys are frustrated. I understand this, but you're not going after the right people. God. I mean, wake up.
Who is the right person? We said it. I
told you. Local government officials, Ohio, DeWine, do all that stuff, right? And I'll tell you what, if you riot in the streets and you go after them and you make a fuss, then you're going to get attention. You're not going after the right people. They are not going to listen to Trent. They're not going to listen to city council. You guys need to rally against them.
The other thing that sucks too is
I told you who the right people are.
The government works at like a snail's pace too. They're so slow compared to private. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
But you guys keep saying Trent this, Trent that. What do you want? The mayor of what do you want? The mayor of East Palestine,
part-time mayor of East Palestine, to do.
What do you expect him to do? What power do you think he has?
Yeah, like Hillary. What should he do today that would make you happy? Like what can he do today to make to be like the perfect mayor? What do you want him to do?
Isaac, what I think is going on here is Trent is the closest person to them that they can take out their frustrations. That's what this is.
What? You're just mad the people of EP and the surrounding areas have an argument. An argument for what? Like, what are you doing?
Why am I mad? What are you talking about, Hillary? What are you talking about? That's the dumbest comment I've ever heard.
We had him on our podcast to talk to him because we want more people to know about what's going on in East Palestine. Not because we're mad. Like we're mad that you have an argument. I don't understand what you're trying to even say.
And here's the other thing: if you're not,
you should advocate for indoor air tests. So you want him to go to, who? Because because like he said in the podcast, Norfolk Southern and the government, EPA, said that the air quality is fine. So even if he gets the indoor air quality tests from an independent person and the independent person says the air quality is good, then what do you do?
Yeah. What happens when the independent tests come back that it's fine?
And then is that Trent's fault too?
No, but they're like I said, it's
dude. I'm not, Christina. I swear to God, I'm not kissing.
No, he's talking about Trent. She's talking about.
And stand up like you promised us he would. Yeah, I know, and I get that. Like, if a train derailed in my town and I was the mayor, I would take the opposite approach. I would be like, absolutely, F you guys.
Wait, Hillary, don't. You are picking the wrong fight with the wrong people, lady. I'm telling you right now. Don't come in our comments and call us ignorant, unintelligent, and irresponsible.
Hillary,
I know
we had people.
Our parents live down there. So don't give me your crap like we don't know what's going on, Hillary. I'm telling you right now. Don't start with us. You're on the wrong street, lady.
Earlier this year, Hillary, we had people from East Palestine on the podcast talking. Like, we have supported East Palestine.
Email Hillary. What are you going to email Hillary for? What are you going to do, Hillary? You're going to do more than. I hope you run, Hillary. Run for something and put your money where your mouth is.
Right. I don't think anything that he could do would be good enough for you, Hillary.
Anything you can do isn't going to be done either, Hillary. What are you going to do different, Hillary? Let's hear your platform right now. I want to hear what you're going to do, Hillary. What are you going to do?
Do it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Go ahead, Hillary. I'm waiting. Tell us in the comments what you're going to do. I want to hear what you're going to do, Hillary.
Tony.
How do you stand it, Tony? Tony, stand it. Get out of here, Tony.
You'll hear it. Hillary, honest to God,
I'm waiting, Hillary.
For all of East Palestine, I hope you run and I hope you fix everything. But I mean, you calling us unintelligent and uneducated and we don't know what we're talking about is just teeing off into the fact that I don't think you're going to do anything. Like, it's just almost.
Hillary, as soon as you get enough signatures and you get on the ballot, we'll have you on the podcast. We'll continue this. Until then, you're just a blah, 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 blah. That's it. End of story.
Is leopard going to be the new leopard print going to be the new, or is that cheetah? I can't tell. Leopard, cheetah. Is that going to be the new East Palestine colors? Are you going to change it to, instead of the bulldogs, is it going to be the leopard or the cheetahs?
Better. Yeah, seriously. I just can't stand it. It's like, but again, what is she going to do different? Like is she going to get on there and bully NFS? Is that what you're going to do?
I just think it's so slow moving that with them and the government, and it's just such a slow trying to get anything done.
Well, could you imagine? Like I said, if that happened in Poland, you and I would be complete assholes.
Absolutely,
we'd be leading a riot in the freaking middle of
right. And that's honestly what you need. And I do understand that argument. Like, hey, if you want,
Isaac, we don't know who we're talking to. We don't know who we're talking to, Hillary.
I'm sure you're obviously so awesome, Hillary.
You're really awesome.
So awesome. But I do understand if you want a mayor who's more up in your face, Trump-esque, I'm gonna battle for you, and then goes on, the news or whatever and talks about how bad Norfolk Southern is. I get that. I would be doing that.
I'd never vote for Hillary after this debacle.
Yeah. Great advertising, Hillary. Look, do you see this, Hillary?
Isaac, she gets more views on TikTok.
I'm sure your TikTok is Hillary, you're only proving my point more and more. You're going to be such a good mayor.
He's going to be a great mayor for East.
You can use your platform on TikTok to take down Norfolk Southern. You know how amazing that would be if that actually happened. I really hope you do. I really, truly hope you do.
She's going to do
truly hope you do, Hillary.
Look, how many followers?
How many followers you got, Hillary? Wait. What's her name? I'm looking her up right now.
It's Hillary Flint.
Well, I don't even have TikTok. I don't have TikTok
right now. right now, she just her viewers. She's getting so many more TikTok viewers right now. Immediately,
Right. Everybody go follow Hillary.
Oh my
on TikTok.
god!
At Hillary Flint. God
Oh
damn it.
god! I can't wait.
I don't have TikTok.
Literally everyone. Right now.
Shelby. Come on.
Everyone right now. Hold on. Take a break.
Shelby. You can remember.
Oh god! I can't wait now. I'm so excited. Hillary Flint.
Shelby. My wife doesn't want anything to do with our looking this lady up.
Sure.
But here's all you need to know, Luke. Hillary's way more popular than us. We don't know who we're dealing with, and she's obviously her shit don't stink.
Oh god. Oh, this is amazing.
All publicity is good publicity. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh my god.
Oh, your wife's embarrassed too. Now she's going after your wife, Isaac.
Your good job, Hillary.
You corrected it.
Thank God you corrected it. Yeah.
Oh my god. Thank you, Hillary. Thank you, Hillary, for making her night more fun. Wait.
How many TikTok followers does Hillary have?
I don't know how to really work TikTok. Let's see here.
Mike Firmstone, you had 20K views on a video. We had I think, how many does the dancing lady one have, Luke?
Oh, like 60,000, 70,000. Here's Hillary talking.
Is she talking about East Palestine? So I bet if you got into the TikToks of East Palestine, you could, if you did it right, you'd probably get a lot of viewers because it was national news. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, dude, it's like our stuff went crazy with the East Palestine stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure if she tried to say like, hey, I'm a resident, if she marketed it right, she could get a lot of views.
Yeah. But, for sure.
No, but I'm so unintelligent. I don't know anything.
Isaac, you're unintelligent. You need to get smarter. You're not smart. I just love freaking people. It's so funny. I don't think that's true. I like, we're upset because the mayor doesn't want to be bothered with his town getting sick. That is 100% not true. He's afraid to stand up.
I just don't think he's standing up to Norfolk in the way you want him to.
Exactly.
I think he's doing it in his own way of like, hey, I'm not going to stand outside and scream at them. I'm trying to communicate with them in a way that
if you get up there, he's thinking if you get up there and like, screw you guys, F you, you did this, you did that. We're not going to
totally the approach I would take. Just saying, totally.
Oh, I would too. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
And then anytime, like I said, anytime they said you guys are being like, why would we want to communicate? You're being assholes because you assholes dumped a freaking train in our backyards with chemicals. Right. You know?
Right. Yeah. Who's joking? Who's joking? Lori, who's joking? We've been very serious the entire time. The only comments we had were, why are you attacking a mayor that obviously is telling you guys he knows people are sick? This is just from the show. Watch the show. He's telling you guys people are sick. He's telling you he's trying his best. He's telling you he doesn't want to piss off Norfolk Southern. Like, he said all of that stuff.
And then it turned into a lady saying that we don't know what we're talking about, and she can use the power of her TikTok to destroy us. That's what we were joking.
That's the joke. Is somebody telling us she's gonna destroy us on TikTok? Please do. Tell her to get in line. Let's see here. Exactly, Stephanie.
Yeah,
had to work with people to get people. Exactly.
And it is sad because it's never going to be fast enough, and it's totally 100% on Norfolk.
Right.
Where's never, wine? No matter what they do,
Where's
it's not
Biden at? Where's the wine? Where are your senators? Where are your stuff? Right. I mean, I get it. I understand they're frustrated, but my God, it's not going to do any good attacking your local freaking people when they're trying to help. If you're not happy with your mayor, you're not happy with your council, run. That's it. That's all you can do. You agree with that, Isaac? Or vote them out.
Yeah, vote for somebody else. Somebody else needs to stand up. Totally.
Mike just said, Hillary, the TikToks don't make me laugh. Terrible clickbait.
Right.
Jesus. Oh, Firmstone. I just love him.
Firmstone I'm guessing it's stuff about EP and the how, like the air quality and stuff is what I'm guessing her TikTok is. Past lesser chemical dioxide catastrophes.
Hey Darren, name the day. Name the day, buddy. I am a dick. You remember that. You write that down.
Glad blue shirt at least debates issues. Listen, man, I've said this forever. Everybody likes Luke. He's the jerk. I'm trying. See, I'm playing the role of Captain America. I'm trying to talk about it. Luke's a huge mess.
I'm not a dick. I'm telling you what I'm thinking. You don't like that, Darren? Don't freaking watch our show.
Yeah, you really. I mean, he has a point. He has a point.
Darren has. Yeah, you don't like our shit? Don't watch. I'm not being a dick. I'm telling you what I'm thinking. If that's me being a dick, Darren, so be it. And you need to.
We are at the end of the day. At the end of the day,
people's opinions, and that's it.
At the end of the day, we are trying to use the platform to interview the mayor, and we also interviewed earlier this year. We interviewed people that were in town, living in East Palestine, and we are trying to use it for good. But I mean, we are two idiots wearing cutoff T-shirts right now that are just talking.
But the entire time we're allowed to give our opinion. This isn't the freaking news.
No.
Steph said, "Dare you have no idea."
Right. She's from Poland. Imagine living in the town that we live in.
Name the day, Darren. Name the day, buddy. Any day you want, brother. We'll go bench.
Darren, I've been lifting for 3 years. I tried. I tried to work out a little bit.
Isaac, what's up with that? I mean, seriously. I just like.
Me.
What are we going to interview?
Lori, where do you live? Do you live in East Palestine, I'm assuming? I mean, I guess you don't have to tell us. That's kind of weird.
I think she does, though. I'm pretty sure. So, all right. Yeah. What's funny is people don't even realize like our parents are down there. You know what I mean? Like they don't like. That's the best part about it.
I find it hysterical that you're giving people a platform to talk about something that's impacting their town, and they're coming in here and talking crap about you. Yeah, it is what it is. Welcome to the freaking shit show.
Because Stephanie, people cannot handle. Like our friend Darren, our new friend Darren, or our new friend Hillary, they can't handle people giving their opinions. And if they disagree, this is such a problem in our society. It's just not here. They can't handle people giving opinions that they don't agree with, or people calling out their bullshit. Like they just can't handle it.
Well, they can't. So a perfect example of that is the mayor handling it in a way that they don't like. So they're just freaking out and saying he's a terrible person because he's not handling it.
Attacking his family.
It's, right.
Again, this is our society now. This is the way it is. I mean, it sucks.
Which, like I said earlier, you do realize you're getting mad at a guy who literally is a part-time mayor who, when he took on this job, just did it because nobody else was doing it. He's not at all, he wasn't at all prepared for this sort of experience to handle this in any way, shape, or form. So like you're getting mad at a guy in like that didn't and wasn't prepared for this at all. Like you can't get mad at him. You really can't.
No, and it's not all of you, by the way, Krista. You're totally right. It's just a couple of the people in the comments. Obviously, it's not all of you, and I understand that. I mean, I am a huge fan of East Palestine. I always have been. I have friends down there. I could name a million people that I know. I'm golfing with some of them on Saturday. It's just a matter of I'm going to call it like I see it, and some of these people on here are just ridiculous. It's just the way it is.
What I don't get is why the mayor will talk to Unity Council behind closed doors like a side bitch and then ride around. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I don't know. This has been fun. This has been a good talk.
A guy who said he would use his bully pulpit. Did you say you would use your bully pulpit?
No, I think he's talking about the mayor. I think the mayor said that at one point.
Huh. I don't know. We already went to DeWine. No, it's next.
I mean, the other thing is, have any of you guys lawyered up? That would be my other question. Has anybody lawyered up?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like class action lawsuits. I know they're going around. I had freaking offers for them, but I mean, what else can you do at that point, right? You don't have your elected officials listening to you, not the local ones. I'm saying state, and I mean that's normal.
Lawsuits take, and that's just the thing. I think this whole thing is going to be a very slow moving process because you're dealing with the government, and it's
yeah, it's going to take years. And class action lawsuits are bullshit. So again, I mean, what do you do?
Another thing that's not good enough, you know?
Yeah, class action lawsuits are bullshit. Trent's not doing anything. DeWine's not doing anything. Like, I like. Yeah, I just don't know. I mean, I would just keep going after local things, politicians. I don't know what else. Not
at
local,
the end of the day, it's
politicians.
truly an absolutely awful thing, and I just want to freaking grab Norfolk Southern and scream. And it's so sad because it's such a small town with not enough people to really have a strong pull or push to push those guys around, and it's just like you're basically getting run over by
because it's small little East Palestine, and
like the thing that really moves people to do things and moves the government to do things is a lot of people, voters, and money, and that's two things that East Palestine doesn't have.
Yeah,
and it's really sad.
Yeah,
truly very sad.
Yeah.
Not wait until 10 years down the road. And I 100% agree with you, Krista. You're 100% right. And it's super sad.
Hey, Darren, go on our podcasts in the videos about 2 or 3 months ago. We had residents on from East Palestine. We've also had doctors on. We've had all kinds of stuff on about East Palestine. So
Darren, when we did too, so we had, I want to say it was like 7 or 8 people in studio, and then we had a chemist talking about the chemicals, asking questions.
Yeah. So don't tell we're giving.
We did, Darren. I promise you, we did. You can go back and look.
Listen to Captain America.
And there were people that were like right next to the train derailment.
She was actually there. Yep. So, all right.
I just and it is like I'll agree with you guys. It is all very sad and all very messed up, but I just don't think taking out all your aggressions on Trent is the way to do it.
Yeah, again.
Yeah.
You don't like what Trent's doing, vote him out. Somebody step up, run, and then you can do it your way. That's the best part about being in America. You can vote people out that you want to vote out if you don't like them. And I hope all the people on this comments run. I really do. Run and do it the way you want to do it. And I hope, God, you're ready for it.
Like, guys, I mean, Hillary Flint's going to run, and she can use the power of TikTok to solve all of this. And when she does that and you guys vote her, we could try that next. So then we'll try that for a couple of years, see how far that gets us. And then you can complain about how much she sucks and how you want Trent back.
The power of TikTok. I hope she makes it. Do you think she's gonna make a TikTok about us?
Maybe. I don't know, dude. I just at this point anymore, it's just like, what the fuck? What the hell is happening? I don't even know, man. And here's the thing: no matter what we talk about, there's always people that say we're stupid. we don't know what we're talking about. We're uneducated. And they're way better than us in whatever they're doing. I'm trying to think. No matter what topic it is, there's always those people saying we don't know what we're talking about. Which I mean, we never. And the other thing is, we never said we were professionals in anything. We're just trying to talk about different topics and bring light to it. So
right. He doesn't like. We're dumb. We're stupid. We wear cutoff shirts. We've had people say we don't dress professionally.
Yeah, we're bankers. And by the way, 41 people watching, if I swear we are loan officers. MLO Bros stands for the Mortgage Loan Originator Brothers. We are loan officers. So if you ever want to buy a house or finance a mortgage and buy a house somewhere else outside of East Palestine, call us. We'll happily help you. And I totally get it if you don't want to call us, but I swear we're good at your day.
Call Isaac. Don't call me. It's fine. Call Isaac. Call Captain America. I don't really.
But I'd love to have a conversation with you and help you get financed. So that's our day job. But for being, do you blame him for being standoffish against the residents? See, I think I would take a different approach. I would be door knocking, talking to everybody. But I guess I'm a single man. Like he said, he's busy. But
Darren just apologized. Wow. I apologize for snapping at you. That's my fault.
I need answers no matter. And I get it, dude. I totally understand. Right. I'd be frustrated as hell too. And that's big of you, Darren.
If never meet each other, we'll shake hands and be cool. I'm totally, that's fine. I get
Darren, it. And that's big of you, dude. And nobody ever does that. So
Nope.
that might be a first right there in the comment section. So
I appreciate
it,
that,
man. I'm sorry if he pissed you off or if I pissed you off too. So
Yeah, I'm not apologizing for pissing you off.
I know you would never.
I'm apologizing for being
apologize. You would never apologize for anything ever that you've ever done, even if you like murdered a child. You'd be like, no, I murdered that kid. I murdered that kid because of he was talking back.
I just apologized to Darren. I did. I said I was sorry for being a dick. I just did. See? And then now I want to say something to take it back, but I'm not going to. Don't say
it. You just lost everything. If you want to call me and give me a breakdown, honestly, Christina, if you want to call me and give you a breakdown, I could try and help you and set you on the course to what to do. Seriously. Darren for mayor. Darren, run for mayor, dude.
Like, mom's mad. Mom's happy.
Christina, if you want to text me or message me, Isaac Schuster on Facebook, message me, and I'll give you my phone number. You can find my phone number on my Facebook page. If you want to call me or text me tomorrow, I can seriously. I'd love to talk to you if you really want to talk.
Or if you guys even if you guys have questions about like housing and selling houses, if you guys are looking for it, I know houses. By the way, houses are selling in East Palestine, Isaac.
Yeah,
the market is holding. Like they're selling still at value. You know what I mean? Which is kind of surprising because I thought they were going to drop, but
yeah,
they're selling and they're I don't know. So if you guys want to talk about that too, we can. So, okay, I got all fired up again tonight. Gosh darn it, I need to freaking calm down sometimes. It's kind of my thing, though. I think
it is. You gotta keep doing it, and I'll try and bring it back down.
Like
you light them up. You light them up. I'll bring them back.
To be fair, I really haven't snapped in a while. I've been pretty good.
Yeah, so, I'm just waiting. No, seriously though, like I seriously want this lady to run and use the power of TikTok to destroy us.
Hillary, I'm not apologizing to Hillary. She had all of that coming. I will not apologize to that lady. She's gonna run for mayor. I'm gonna have her on our podcast. I can't wait.
I recently heard that's because buyers.
Thought
so whatever it is, like we have friends that are appraisers and the appraisal values aren't dropping as much. Like there's not this mass exodus from East Palestine like you might think there is.
The houses that are selling are keeping their value though, which was good.
Yeah.
So 100%. It all comes down to the pulses. Yeah. So
in their pockets. Dude, that is Rose. That's the freaking truth right there. And I just don't trust the government at all. Like I don't trust any of them and Norfolk Southern is kind of in bed with the government because it's the railroad system. So like I just do not trust the government at all.
I truly believe, regardless, and I don't think this is falling on Trent or whoever, they got that railroad running as fast as they could for money reasons.
Oh yeah, didn't they like bury chemicals?
Yeah, they could say whatever they want. They wanted that train running easy.
Because think of the amount of money you're losing as long as that train's not running. What you should have done is when that happened, you guys all should have been out there like, listen, you don't run another train until it gets fixed and we get taken care of. And that would settle.
They would have done it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there is no doubt in my mind they did that on purpose. And at that point, you cannot. And I've been saying this since day one. You cannot trust Norfolk Southern.
No,
you cannot trust the federal government either because they're just in bed and they want that running. You know what I mean?
For sure.
That is a fact too. And I'll go to that. And if you guys, somebody asked if we would help with DeWine, whatever you guys need us to do. I mean, I'd be willing to help. I'll go march the freaking Capitol, whatever. Just let me know. I got a big mouth. So, all right, Isaac, I got to go to bed. Everybody, we will. Thursday, we are going to the office. Make me go to the office Thursday, Isaac.
We're in the studio on Thursday.
The police chief of Poland Township is coming on. He has like 100 different Ohio people coming in to talk on Saturday at their hot dog thing. So
about what?
100
different people coming in to talk about what?
About just the stuff that they do. So like the auditors, Mahoney County auditors coming in. The Mahoney County Prosecutor's Office, who hate our guts, is coming. People like that are all coming. They're bringing that, like, they're going to have hot dogs. That'll be at Mahoney Township Park, 11 to 2 on Saturday. We'll be there too. So,
yeah. Cool, man. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Love us or hate us. I appreciate you for being here.
I think we got good cop, bad cop going on. Darren's calling us out for good cop, bad cop.
I've been trying this for years, Darren. So we've been doing this since 2020, and I'm happy people are finally starting to take note of that. So
I'm like a big teddy bear. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're such a jerk. Like, such a jerk.
Not a jerk. I'm just trying. I am trying. I just want to give my opinions. And if somebody says something mean, I'm going to fight back. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
If anybody says anything mean, I'm going to steamroll over them. Classic Big Brother.
That's not what you're supposed to do.
I'm not going to listen to them. I'm going to steamroll over them. That is the tactic.
Is that not how you do podcasts? I thought that's how you do that. No? Is that wrong?
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. Everybody, we'll message you guys later. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and make sure to follow us too. We have other good stuff too, other than this. So we'll see you guys all later. Okay, goodbye. Bye. Bye. Let me find some nice music. Wait, let's play a commercial.
If you're looking to buy or sell a home or even a horse farm, call me, Amy Watkins with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Stauffer Realty, and I'll be with you every step of the way.
Now we need a commercial. Now we need our song. Okay, bye. Which one? Which song you want to hear, Isaac?